Buckle up, internet tough guys, because we're about to dive head first into the wild and wacky world of Vinland Saga. Today we're shining a spotlight on a character who is as tough as a $2 steak. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Thorgil. Vinland Saga, the brainchild of Makoto Yukimura, is a manga series that's as epic as Led Zeppelin Guitar Solo. First hit the shelves in a weekly shonen magazine before making the leap to monthly afternoon. Set in the 11th century during the Viking Age, it's Game of Thrones with more horned helmets and fewer dragons. It's so violent that it makes a Tarantino movie look like an episode of Cocomelon. But I know what you're saying, I didn't click on this shit to hear about that. You came here to hear about Thorgil. This guy's the kind of warrior who could make Conan the Barbarian look like a little bitch. He's got the kind of presence that make his enemies wet their pants and his allies stand just a little bit taller. But beneath that tough exterior, he's got more issues than a comic book store. Thorgil was born and raised in a time when peace was just a word in the dictionary. And they wrote that shit in there because some old guy said it used to be a thing. He's seen more battles than a chess grandmaster and has the physical and emotional scars to prove it. His life has been a long struggle both on the battlefield and within his own mind. He's got a Viking's thirst for glory and conquest, and despite his love for a good punch-up, Thorgil has the moral compass that always points to do the right thing. Thorgil's character raises some questions that are bigger than his biceps. Questions like, can a warrior ever retire his sword? Or is it like that gym membership that you'll swear you'll cancel, but never do? Is it possible to find redemption through a different path? Or is he stuck in the Viking equivalent of Highway to Hell? Now let's look at Thorgil's most badass moments. There's that one time when Omar challenged a seasoned warrior to a duel. Omar won, but only because somebody accidentally added a cheat code for 2v1. When Thorgil got wind of this, he was more ticked off than a vegan at a barbecue, and gave Omar an emotional beating that left him feeling like a toothpick trying to prop up a grand piano. This scene shows us just how much Thorgil struggles with his control of anger and how serious he is when it comes to his family's honor. He's not one to back down when it comes to defending his family's honor. He's always ready to rumble, like a WWE wrestler that doesn't know there's a script. And let's not forget Thorgil's face-off with King Canute. Talk about an underappreciated powerhouse. In this series, Thorgil takes a swing at Canute's sword and nearly snaps the thing in half like a stale breadstick. And even though Thorgil carves through his enemies like a samurai at a sushi bar, don't be fooled, this dude's not just muscle. Thorgil's brain is as sharp as his blade. He's not just flailing around like a toddler in a tantrum. He's making strategic moves like a chess grandmaster who's had way too many energy drinks. I mean, look at this Navy SEAL looking motherfucker. And this is before we even had Navy SEALs. These scenes show us why Thorgil is one of the most badass characters in Vinland Saga. He's so badass that he doesn't even need eyebrows. He's a complex dude with a lot of layers, just like an onion in armor. So as we twiddle our thumbs waiting for the next episode of Vinland Saga, things are heating up. The king's army just steamrolled the Kettle Farm, just like a monster truck at a garden party. Everyone's waving the white flag like the French in World War II, dreaming of peace and quiet in their village. Everyone, that is, except for our man, Thorgil. Thorgil's got that Viking blood coursing through his veins. He's itching for a fight like a kid hopped up on sugar. But his brother is ready to roll over and play dead faster than a trained pooch. Thorgil's not having any of that, and he packs his bag and hits the road, leaving his brother to his own surrender party. But is that all there is to it? Is Thorgil just throwing a temper tantrum and taking his pixie sticks and going home? Or is he cooking up some kind of master plan like a Norse Gordon Ramsay? Only time will tell, folks, so stay tuned because things are about to heat up and get as wild as a mosh pit in a heavy metal concert.